Hey, welcome back to the channel, back with another video for you guys. 2013 Dodge Grand Caravan, getting ready to replace the motor mount on this guy. It has the 3.6 liter, and what you're gonna need to do, let's go ahead and get to it. And as you can see, I ordered it from these guys, TRQ or TRO, can't see their name right here, TRQ. So yeah, they have pretty good videos as well to help you get this job done. But you're going to move off your intake breather hose here, and you're going to loosen up your breather box here. You have a 13 millimeter here that you're going to have to take off as well for your power steering. So let's remove that guy. Yep, 13. Always verify. Somebody can tell you all day long, but verify. All right, got that off. Set this over here on our magnet. All right, now we got that out the way. Should be able to pull this straight up after we remove this guy. And if it's not off, nope, we got it off. So this one has some issues with the top lid here. So yeah, these things break off sometimes. And this one has a broken on this side here, which will be sitting like that. So yeah, sometimes those break. So now you got that out the way. Usually it'll be intact together, and we're gonna pull this up like that. It's got rubber grommets on the bottom that go into these pieces here. This one actually popped out, so we're gonna pop it back in so it can sit in there good. Let's see which one is that. So we got 1, 2, and looks like that guy right there. All right, so when we put it back in, we'll make sure it's lined up correctly, and we'll make sure it's lined up with this hose here as well. Air filter doesn't look too bad, but it'll be time to replace it here soon. All right, so we got pretty much everything out the way. This is the motor mount here, and we're gonna move as much as we can to try to make some clearance. And I'm probably going to remove this as well, just to have more room and access. So let's just do that. I don't want to break anything over here, so I'm just going to remove the back part of this accordion area as far as the air intake hose. And let's just twist and pull. And if it's not quite there yet, give it some more twist. They're not removing this on there, but I figured since the bolts are so close over here, and instead of bending this back, it'd be a lot easier just to move it out the way. Hopefully it's loose enough now. And if not, we're just gonna leave it and bungee it. But it should be loose enough. Off the throttle body looks like. So if yours does that, does this have a ring on it? And this throttle body does not have a ring, it's just a push on and sit. So since it's out the way now, and didn't have any stress on any wires, no, we're just gonna scoot it back some. There we go, just like that, just because of what happened. And now we got some playroom. All right, and let's move our light back. All right, so you're gonna need to support your pan. You can look at some other videos to show that. They said to use like a piece of wood or something to support the side of the pan. So definitely do that. And I'll go over the foot-pound ratings and everything for us, what this calls for here in a brief moment. But we're right there with the motor mount. Okay, so these 13s are gonna have to come loose. These are 16s, I do believe they said, so let's verify everything. Versus just trying to see, let's make sure. Even though they're correct, always make sure for yourself. And let's see what else is down in here. We got some debris. Needs to be cleaned out a little bit around this so this socket will fit. And let's clean it out a little bit around both. You might want to use some compressed air if yours is real bad. just so you don't get any debris down into your threads. All right, so we got 16s and we got 13s up front, 2 13s here, right? And it looks like everything hopefully is gonna come out for us pretty easy. Righty tighty, lefty loosey on your wrench or your impact, make sure you're set. And let's get to it. Hopefully this one's strong enough. Yep, didn't think it would be. Let's do this more. I'm just trying to break everything free and make sure I'm set. And this one might be on there quite a bit. The other one broke free, so hopefully this one will too. Now I gotta get my other impact. Not that you need an impact for this job, but it does help and make the job easier. So let's work easier. All right, let's get the big boy. All right. Like I said, you don't have to use one of these, but I like my work to be easy as possible. Go up a setting on this guy. Let's see if this one will break free. There we go. Okay, let's go to level 3. There we go. And the motor moved just a little bit, so I'm gonna pump it up a little more. Right. So we got those free. Switch back over to our 13. Hopefully these come out pretty easy. Then I can match up this motor mount. But it looks like it's going to be the same. Yep. So let's proceed. On these 13s. And it don't look like I'm going to need the big dude. Hopefully not. Put these 2 13s down in there. 1, 2. All right, got those out the way, and we're gonna proceed to removing the plate here in a minute. Okay, got those out the way. Put them on the magnet. We're gonna slide that down some more that way. And now that we got everything free, should be able to switch back over to my 16 now. And get these guys on up and out. And they do have a torque spec on these, so just kind of remember. Okay, almost there. And you just kind of look at your bolts, make sure one's not longer than the other, and these all look the same. All right, everybody's loose. Been trying to find the key today for one of the other vehicles, and everybody is talking 150 to 200. So I'm thinking about using this actual service that you can scan your key. Got to remember the name of it, but let's tilt this down some more for you guys. There we go. So that's where we're at now, and looks like we got 16s there as well. So let's verify those. Yep, 16. Yep, both are 16. So I got quite a bit of debris. So stuff like that's coming out. So let me take a wire brush and go around it just to clean some of it up, because you don't want anything to fall down in these holes. I don't know if they go straight through or not, but definitely don't want nothing in there. So it's better just to have a little wire brush and do a little cleaning. And I'm going to get my vacuum real quick, or some compressed air. I think I'm just going to pull the air hose around here real quick. So let me do that real fast. stretch. And we're just gonna blow some bursts of air down in there just to make sure we can proceed without any debris. And just kind of close your eyes if you don't have any glasses on or anything to protect them. All right, we got that out the way. But you definitely want to do that if it's like that. All right. Uh-oh, my bike's swinging. All right, let's get these up out of here, these other 16s. Hopefully these aren't as tight. If they are, then we'll switch back over to the other impact. And they're on there pretty good. And let's see what we can get. So let me switch levels again. Level 3. Got some level 3 action. And let's go level 3, same on this one. So these must not be torqued down as tight. So now that we have those loose, let's pull them up and out. And these are shorter than these, so don't mix them up. You got your 3 in the back. We got our nuts for the front and our nut for the power steering. So this should be loose enough to come out by hand. All right, got our new our old motor mount out. This side wasn't as bad as the other side, but it's starting to go. Got some cracks and stuff right here, around in here. So the other side was real bad, the motor mount to the transmission. So I gotta look up torque specs for this, but let's match up the part. And everything looks great so far. All right, so we got our old one. We got our new one from TRQ. Okay, match it up, kind of look at it, and you can tell how the damage is. All right, so I knew one was bad on that side, and I knew this one would be bad. So we had took a trip. Matter of fact, let me pause this so I can show you how bad the other one was. All right, so this is the driver's side that was so bad. We had actually took a trip, and this is how bad that motor mount was. That bad. Okay, so all that had cracked out. I thought I was gonna be able to catch it, but yeah, it was basically just holding on from the inside of this just being, and this one was harder to get out than the other one. So let's see, make sure that fell all the way through, and it did. So that's the other piece of it. Just wanted to show that other one how bad it was. So if you're replacing one, you might want to do both. All right, so that came out. That breather box piece fits forward like this, and that connects to the breather right there. All right, give me a second, be right back. All right, so when you make sure that your nipple, don't know if I said it, this is facing the front of the vehicle. Okay, you gotta verify things and make sure. Okay, so these are rated for 70 foot-pounds, they said, these guys down in here. So let's go ahead and get those in. Hopefully I got a better shot right there. All right, 70 foot-pounds, so you're gonna need a torque wrench, or you can just tighten them all the way by yourself and not worry about a torque wrench. Let me make sure there's no debris under this, so it'll mount flat. All right, so we have no debris. Make sure our nipple's sitting far forward. Right, let's get started on putting these back in by hand as much as we can. And 70 foot-pounds, so you're gonna have to use torque wrenches and rating torque specifications. You don't have to, you can just go with it, but I recommend you do it the right way, because you can't over tighten or under tighten. Alright, so that's in there pretty good. Let's get this on there. Just slugging them up. Okay. Alright, now that we got that, let's go ahead and torque it down to our 70 foot-pounds. And let me get my tip. And let me get a longer extension. And I hope that'll work out, this long extension. Otherwise, I'll be switching to a 1/2" socket. I got my 3/8 adapter to a 1/2" for my torque wrench. And hopefully I can still get my torque rating. So I already got it set for 70. So I'm gonna come on this side. Might have to adjust it a little bit. It's getting tight. Let's go down to this side, start tightening it. Hopefully I can get this in there good. Doesn't look like it. Might be going a different method with this 16 setup. Oh, there we go. On there now. Yeah, not as tall as I would like it to be. So let's add a adapter. Hopefully we still get our 70. Make sure we're still there. Make sure your wrench doesn't slide. All right, that one's pretty tight. Let's come back over, do the same with this one. Getting there. Getting there. There we are. Make sure you're set. There we are. Just crank. There we go. All right, so we got those down to 70 foot-pounds. Move everything out of our way. Those were the two. And now we scan around. Now we can put our mounting plate back on. Make sure there's no debris on that. And we are clear. Okay. Now we need to come down a little bit after we get these set. So I set these up. And then I'm gonna have to let the motor down a little bit. But we want these to just be in there for now, set. And it looks like we need to jack it up a little. Let's see. Yep. And you want that plate to bottom out. And let me get my 16 again. And we're gonna count for everybody, so let's put these back in too. Just have them on there for now. And make sure you set good. And I'll have to look up the torque spec for these guys. So this is how you replace it, and then tighten everything down to its specific torque specification, and you'll be done with this job. So I'm about to get these bolts in and torque them down. This is the procedure. There are other procedures on doing this as well. Make sure you have your motor and everything set, and we're gonna just start hand tightening everything and getting it back in. So thanks for watching the channel. Hopefully this helps you out on your repair, and I'm going to proceed so I don't struggle or mess anything up. But yeah, here you go. This is how you replace the motor mount. Hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you will, please. And hopefully this helps you out. And always remember, rust is the enemy on these things. And until the next video, I'm out.